Hello everyone, Zach here, and welcome back to the March 2012 or Dino Rabbit format YouTube channel. So today I want to take a look at one of the other big rogue decks in the format, that being Gravekeepers. This is one of the last two notable deck profiles that you'll see, the last one being Hieratics, which will be up hopefully later this week or early next week. So yeah, let's get into the profile. So Gravekeepers are a control deck that likes to shut off the graveyard because, you have the abilities to do so, which is also good against Chaos Dragons, Insectors, Wind-Ups. It's okay against Rabbit, but Rabbit tends to be one of the more annoying matchups, but you do have ways to play around that. So, to begin, we have the 3 Gravekeepers Recruiter. Recruiter is a level 3 Dark Spellcaster with 1200 attack and 1500 defense. When he's sent to the graveyard, he can special summon a Gravekeeper monster with 1500 or less defense from the deck and add it to your hand, which is really solid because it lets you search mostly anything except Gravekeeper's Spy, which is kind of annoying, but other than that, it's not bad. Also, if you're trying to build this deck, this is probably the only card in here that's actually going to cost you anything because of this card only having 3 prints. They're actually pricey because, of course, Starstrike Blast coming at it again with being stupidly expensive. So you have these at 10s. These Speed Duel ones were incredibly expensive for a while. I remember seeing these things at 30 bucks each, and then the Ultras don't even go for it unless you're really in on Gravekeepers. But yeah, next monster we have the 3 Spy. Spy is Spy. If you played any old formats, this card's good. It's a flip effect. You special summon a Gravekeeper with 1500 or less attack from your deck. One of the best cards in the deck, we have the Triple Commandant, which lets you pitch it to the grave in order to add a Necro Valley. I have summoned it a time or two just to get over stuff. Next we have the 2 Gravekeepers Descendant. This is one of the better cards to summon off Spy because this guy on your turn, you contribute another Gravekeeper you control to destroy a card on the field. So he's pretty dang solid. He also gets up to 2k with the Necro Valley on the field. We have Double Guard. He's the compulse one if your opponent smacks into it. Can't complain, he's pretty damn good. And then the last Gravekeeper in the deck is the Assailant. When there's Necro Valley on the field, you could target one monster on the field and change its battle position. Yeah, Assailant's pretty solid. Last monster in the main deck is the Sangan because everything is under 15 except Commandant. So spells, we have the triple Necro Valley. Necro Valley is the de facto win con of this deck. Shuts off the graveyard. It's really strong. You play no less than 3. We have 2 copies of Gravekeeper Steel. I think I said that right. Long story short, this lets you target 2 Gravekeepers in your graveyard and add them to your hand. This gets around Necro Valley, which is really nice. Also, it's got Super and Speed Duel, and honestly, it looks pretty fire. I need to get a second one, but, next we have Royal Tribute at 2. It just had come back to 2 on the most recent ban list of this format. If you have a Necro Valley on the field, both players just discard all their monsters, which is really good. And this was that era where you confirmed, so you would, look at their hand. Alright, now the non-Gravekeeper stuff. We have the Triple Pot of Duality, just lets you search. Then we have the Dark Hole and the Book of Moon, because one, Monster Reborn sucks in this deck because Necro Valley. And Heavy Storm, you do not want to main deck. You do side it, though, along with triple MST. So the traps in this deck are definitely different. They play definitely different ratios. So this is, I believe, the first time we'll be featuring this card on the channel. We have triple Fiendish Chain. Fiendish Chain's really cool. Activate by targeting an effect monster. on the field, so you can target your own even though you'd never do that. The effects are negated, also it cannot attack. So this is just a great way to get around problematic cards. This card sucks against Insectors though, which is the biggest problem with it, but I still like the 3. So 2 Torrential Tribute, and then the Solemn package. So for the more interesting stuff, let me quickly show you these 2 bottomless. It's, you know, you're playing a more stun-based deck. Let's just get rid of all the problems. And then a Mirror Force. So the last 4 spells are spells that you either see or don't see at all. We have the double Starlight Road and the double Compulsory Evacuation Device. Again, you're just trying to prevent any board presence your opponent has and then just beating them down. And then, of course, Starlight Road is to protect you from the old-fashioned heavy storms. So the extra deck really isn't necessary. Like, I've really only ever made, like, a few of these things. So, 2 Utopia, and then the 2 Utopia Ray. Put the original one on top there. But I've made this package a few times. It's pretty solid. No, we do not play any rank 3s. This is all rank 4s. 2 Zenmeister, like, it's fine. It's not that good. Double Maystroke. I actually make this card more than you'd think. And for the one, I've got the Pappy, Shockman, Roach, Gemnite Pearl, which is funny enough one of the ones I've made the most in this deck just because it's big. Kachikochi Dragon. He's okay. If he destroys a monster by battle, he can detach material to attack again. And then the 2 Stardust. Yeah, so that's it. If you say you've seen the list before, you've seen similar, I believe. We are playing 38 of 41 of Tyler Tabman's main deck from YCS Chicago. Except in his extra deck, he played a copy of Elemental Hero The Shining because it was funny or something. But yeah, this extra deck's really whatever number you want. The only one I recommend you actually play the multiples of is the Utopia and Utopia Ray, just because comeback ability. Yep, that's it for this one, guys. I know it's shorter. Like, it's just not as much to talk about with this deck that, you know, you would see with, like, the big 4. So yeah, thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you did enjoy. Let me know in the comments section any decks you'd like to see me cover for the format or any ideas you may have. We'll see what we can do. At the time of recording this, a day or 2 ago, someone had asked for a Twilight list. That'll be up as soon as I can get it up. I have a list for it, but I would like to see if I can get it in paper first before I record it, because I'm still missing a few things. So yeah, that's all for now. Thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.